connection.
Well, here we go again. Welcome to my, what is this, second or third video? Can't remember. Not important how many. Hopefully I have learned something and we will be better prepared. So we're going to start with the poppy card, and I have, for expediency's sake and so that you don't have to fall around laughing for far too long, I have cut all the pieces and we will put it together here. This is where I discover I haven't got anything. No, I do. I do. So obviously first thing is to snail the flower. Make sure you put it on the right side up, because if you can see, that would be the wrong way up because the flowers are pointing down, and most times I've seen, unless it's a hanging basket, flowers pop up or grow up or something. I don't want to ever grow up. That's no fun. Okay, so we're just leaving a little bit of a border. There we go, and once again we're going to snail that onto the middle of the card. There we go. I've tried very hard to eliminate some of the noises off, as it were, that we experienced on the other videos, and hopefully all you'll hear is a squeak of a chair or a snail or something like that. And then you're going to snail that down sort of roughly in the middle. Is it in the middle? Yeah, that's perhaps. Blind man would be happy. Okay, then I'm using sassy salutations. Some of you have got this, I know. And the happy birthday. Just grab a block. What did I say about the noise? I just dropped a bunch of stuff, didn't I? Silly me. And then I'm using Memento ink and the sentiment piece. I'm lining it up so that is straight, but however I am going to put the happy birthday on at a slight angle, so it doesn't really matter if you line it up as long as you're happy with what it says. All right, so putting that away or closed for now, we'll add that with snail to the DSP. This is a really simple card. I think it's pretty. Hopefully you do too. And Shelby, I know you will be able to make lots more of these because you've got just about all the stuff required. Okay, now I have used Pear Pizzazz and Old Olive for the leaves, and I'm going to use Tombow adhesive. Hopefully you can see that's what it is, and this is me just trying to make sure that it comes out in a nice fine line, not in a great big blob, or oh, there it comes, or I get to switch to another bottle, I was going to say. Okay, I'm not putting a ton of glue here, just a few dabs in places, literally dabs in a few places, just to seal it onto the base. Now have I got it right round the right way? No. Use this one. I can turn it over, can't I? Silly Billy. And then it doesn't matter if you don't line them up exactly, because if you were to take my card sample apart, you would see that they don't line up. And just plonk it down, and it gives just a little more dimension. Oops, could use it lining up there a little more. I'll fiddle with it anyway. There we are. So it's that way. A little bit more. As they used to say, wasn't it? A little dab would do it. Wasn't that an advertisement for sort of, what was it called, a home dry cleaning type of thing? Just a little dab. Maybe that was an English thing, which is always a possibility. Yeah, you used to get these bottles of carbon tetrachloride that you could do sort of a mini dry clean if you spilt. Jeez, I've got shaky hands today. Yakesy bakes. And stick them down, comme ça. Alright, so it's the leaves done. The white is going to go over the red. I haven't poked all of these out, but I might not actually. In the sample I did, but I'm going to leave those ones in this time, just to be a little bit different, because you know me, I can't do the same. Ugh. Yep, too much. Oh well. Oh, still too much. Don't know my own strength. And again, not too much, just a little bit here and there to hold her in place. And then if you can find a bit that you didn't dab on, pick her up and flip her over. And stick it to your dress. No. Don't know if you saw that or not. And then just line up the edges. And away you go. And then last but not least, there's a tiny little bit of black sparkle to... Oh yikes, I really did put a bit too much in there. So a bit of paper towel, spread it around, share the love, because otherwise if you have too much on there, as you probably know, it goes everywhere, and then you have to wait for it to dry, and then you have to erase it. Ugh. Too many extra steps, don't need that. And this is kind of odd. I put it down there in the sample, but I think I'm actually going to stick it up a bit higher this time. Not sure why, but I just thought I would. And that's the nice thing about Tombow. If you don't like it where it is or was, you can always squish it down a bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now I snailed, I believe, the leaves on to the card. However you wish, you don't have to do the same with me, of course. And then a dimensional or two for the poppy. Of course, mine are all sticking together. Thank you, dimensionals. Really nice of you. Appreciate that. No end. Okay, I think we'll put 3 or 4 on. Maybe even a 5th one in there. Just so it stays secure. And take off the backs. Also not something that you really need direction in, but there you go. And then place it as you wish on your card. Voila, first one done. And I see I've done a wonderful job of adding some extra ink in there. Please don't do that to your cards, because you'll be disappointed like I am. Okay, that's one card done. Now we'll move on to this card. That's this card. That sounded a bit like discard. Oh, it could be discard. Inside we have all the bits. And I think, oh, I didn't. Okay, I will do it without. In the sample, and I think in yours, I did it for you. Not 100% sure, but If I didn't, I will go back and do it. This is run through the subtle embossing folder just to add a bit more texture, but I'm not going to do that with mine because that's in a different place and I don't want to stop the video for you to see that, and it's only really something that you will notice when you see the card in person. So I will make sure that I do that for you. And we try to stick. Sometimes we don't succeed very well. I think maybe I will give that an extra crease. Try and put it down evenly. What's a good plan? So it looks a little less homemade. Oh, blimey, I still didn't do it right. Never mind. I'm not going to worry. Are you going to worry? Good. Glad about that. All right, then we add the DSP. This is very similar to the other one, the poppy card. And the thing I want to show you in this one is that, for those of you who watched the Love It, Chop It to Pieces, this is half of one of those pieces. So from one of those what is it, 5 1/4 by 4 inch pieces that you cut from your DSP, you can actually get the 2 cards, which is very good, I think. Okay, once again trying to do that lining it up business. Yeah, pretty good. The other thing, of course, is the evidence of the hand is what makes it unique. And you could actually, I would have done, had I noticed it, I would have flipped that around, but never mind, it doesn't really matter. It just my sense of what is should or shouldn't be. Okay, so now we'll stamp the greeting or the sentiment on this here piece of cardstock, and I didn't do it right at the end this time, because when I did it first I hadn't decided what was going on the end, which is always fun. Now this one I can never remember whether I've actually put the label on straight. Yes, I have. Amazing. So I'm just checking there and down, and yeah, it's just about straight. Amazing. Wow, Jen, sometimes you can do things right. Odd moment, but there we are. Put that away, and then we want to flag it. So I'm just going to quickly, because I have my trimmer right beside me, I'm going to chop a bit off that. I'm going to try and chop a bit off that. I don't know, can you see that? No, you can just see my arm, sorry. Okay, and then flag it. Actually, I think I've gone over. But you've all flagged stuff before. A cut in the middle and then in from the edges to give it a point, and then you do what I say and not as I do, and don't go in on the from the corner. There you go, that's a bit better. Okay, then we're going to adhere this to the card with dimensionals once again. Good old dimensionals. I have a bow from something else sticking here, and if you like me cut them in half, that should fit across there quite nicely. This is a very simple card. It's very difficult to keep coming up with different ideas because I can never remember who has what stamp wise, so I'm constantly on the lookout for different things so that you're not getting a steady diet of the same use DSP, stamp this, punch that. But anyway, la 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 la. we're going to go back to good old Tombow to put some of these on. Just a little bit. Another dab will do it. There we go. And you can arrange these any way you want. You could even put the happy birthday up here so that your branches hang down. I'm not going to say, no, you can't do it like that, because I'm not a mean person. Or at least not too mean. Some would argue differently, I know. There we go. And then last but not by no means least, I knew I'd forget something, but they're right here. I have glue dots to put the sequins on. Now in this one, I use the round ones, and I think I'll probably be giving you round ones, but I'm not sure. You might actually get, as I have done here, and okay, malfunction. There we go. Some stars, whichever you get. Stars are fine. They, you know, I don't think stars make it any less masculine. In fact, I think many men would say they see stars once they've had too many things to drink. If you're using the round sequins, I tend to roll the glue dot into a bit of a ball so that it doesn't stick out. Actually, in actual fact, you see, I didn't do a very good job here. You see that? No, perhaps not. Here, there's a bit of the glue dot hanging out over the edge, but this one, you can put on there, and we'll put one there. Of course, it's always fun getting it off your pointy what's-it. You all got lots of pointy what's-its, I hope. And I think I might try and get that off there, because it's always fun when things start sticking to you. Lots and lots of fun. And one more. Pick up the... Now, decisions. I think I'm going to go up there with this one. Yeah, why not? So you have the pictures of the samples. I'll bring them up in a minute and you can see what I did. So we have they're lining up well, yeah, relatively well. These are the round sequins, these are the stars. So they're in different positions, entirely up to you. I trust you to do the right thing. Isn't that nice of me? Okay, moving on. Easy, Silent Night. This is the foil, the red and silver foil that's in the Christmas catalogue, and somewhere I have, it's on page 22, the foil, and the red is, you know, well, guess what, it's red. This particular card, I ran the first one, typical of me, through the embossing folder the wrong way. So I don't know whether you can see this. Yeah, in here, this particular tree here stands out. There's more of it that's sort of in your face, and in this particular one it's recessed, and it has also cracked the foil a little bit, but in this instance, because it's trees, it could be in the forest, and it could be a funny day when snow suddenly turns green. It could look like snow snow on the tree branches. Anyway, I don't find it distracting. If you do, I'm really sorry. If that actually bothers you quite a bit, one of the things that you could, oh no, I'm doing it for you. As I say, one of the things that they suggest that you do, here's a hint if you buy this embossing folder, and in actual fact with any of your embossing folders, if the paper cracks a little bit like this, spritz it very gently with, you know, just a very light spritz of water, and roll it through. That eases up the fibers in the cardstock, and is supposed to prevent that. Okay, this one is simple beyond all measure. I think this is my simplest card yet. So with the foil, just adhere it to the card. If you need Christmas cards, man, I'm telling you, this is quick. Quick. Line it up, snail it down. Oh, that's a bit better. Almost there. Okay, then we take, what did I just do with it? Silent Night, there it is. This is an old retired stamp set. I think it goes back to 4 or 5 years actually. Dated myself. But you know, Merry Christmas, season's greetings. I mean, anything will work on this, because it's sort of it's quite good for if you've got people that, you know, are not celebrating Christmas but you want to send them a card. That's not bad. It's just Silent Night. That's all there is to it, folks. Okay, so I stamp that again in Memento ink. You can use classic ink, you can use StazOn. Any of those will work. And try and get it on straight, like I'm going to try. Whether I'll be successful is another story. Yep, fairly. Okay, and then I trimmed it so it's just yeah, I'm a little further this way, but I'm not going to worry about that. Just even them up, so when you trim it, you've got roughly the same amount of space on this side as you have on that side. So I will say it's probably about there, which means this particular one may be a little bigger. Yeah, well, not too much. All right, then we're going to use some Versamark. Ooh, that's a horrible looking Versamark. We'll use this Versamark, and I have a snowflake stamp. It's from the same set, but I'm sure any of you, if you've bought a Christmas stamp set, somewhere in there you'll find some snowflakes. I'm quite positive. I did silver embossing. So just plonk a bit of, where'd it go? Embossing buddy, da 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 dum. Oh, love it when that happens. There we are. Oh, on the good ship Lollipop. And just add a few dibby dobs of snowflakes, and then, oh good grief, come on. My Ziploc containers are getting a bit old and broken and stuff, so getting to the point where I'm going to have to replace some of these. Now, silly me, I actually bring that back. I got a little carried away here, and there's a little bit too much. I overstamped it so that I caught the edge. It'll show slightly when once it's embossed, but you know what? Blind man be happy. Okay, now we just heat set that. There we go. La la la. Burn my toes while I'm here. I've decided that the time is right for me to start trying to be tidy when I stamp and I put things away as I go. I'm so far not being terribly successful, but I am trying. I know, very trying, some would say. In fact, I'd probably say that too. Okay, so we've got some dimensionals on there. Flip off the backs. And plonk it down. Try to keep it level. There we have it. The same but slightly different. There we go. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at it. There, the same but slightly different. Okay, and on to number 4. Or is it number 5? No, it's number 4. All right, now my old pumpkins. I think I have, and I will stamp out these, what are they called? Pumpkins for you, and I will do the buffalo check. So far I have done everything. The one thing I haven't done is, because I thought I was going to get that on there. I'm not going to get that on there. There it is. Now, I don't think anybody ordered this stamp set. So, in this one, I stamped this and then punched it out. For this one, oh, I did the same thing, but for this one, I just punched it out and I had a quick look and drew in some lines with a marker. Very simple. You can do it or not. I think the shape is still there. The one thing you will notice is that you get these brown stems. If you put it on that way, the opposite way to the way I have it here, it becomes an apple. And if you put it on the thicker part down, it becomes a pumpkin, because that's what pumpkin stems do. I know, but it's true. Okay, so apple punch, apple slash pumpkin, whoops, punch, what did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Here's my latest one, the whale. It's in the big catalogue. Love this. The paper that goes with it is so cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut out we don't need to worry about those bits. It's the main stem that we want. And I need to cut one out of the mint. I just I know you don't usually see green pumpkins like this. Okay, guess I'll do it that way. I just like the combination of the grey and the white, which is why I chose to do this card. Don't need those two bits. Put that away. So I will get a marker. Didn't bring those down either, silly me. And I will draw in some pumpkin lines. Oh, with a pen that has some ink in it, that would be a good idea, would it not? Why didn't I think of that? Okay. There we go. And then this is mint macaroon. Don't want that pen, I want this pen. The writing one. Actually, I'm thinking I might stamp this for you on both of them before I cut it out. Ooh, but you won't tell, will you? Because I'm not supposed to do that. Anyway. Okay. So then really, your sentiment, I've put thank you. You could put anything you darned well please. I was thinking because it has a fall type theme, like pumpkins and leaves and stuff, that it would lend itself to a thank you, slightly different Thanksgiving card perhaps. So if you had a happy Thanksgiving, you could put happy Thanksgiving too. You know me, I like being different. And all right, thank you there. There we go. And then it's just a question of assembling. We have everything here somewhere. What did I say about putting things back? There we go. And just, oh, I didn't do the grey one. Silly me. What did I do with the pen? There we go. Da da do, da da do, da da do, do 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 do. So there was you. Ooh. If, however, you don't feel confident in putting your own lines on, leave them blank. Won't hurt. Not at all. Not one little bit. And now, before I forget, I should put the sentiment on. La la, sometimes my head is not with the rest of my body. It's a scary thought, isn't it? La la. You notice I'm not doing any laundry today, so it's quite quiet in here. At least I think it is, except I can hear the microwave pinging in the kitchen. That's pretty good. And then we'll put the last one on. All right. And now this is, oh no, there they are. I will put on the trunks with, or the stems I should say, with a little bit of Tombow, just so if you drop it in the wrong place it's not going to be an issue, because you can move it around a bit. There's one. And there's Tombow all over my thumb. Isn't that clever? All right. And those of you who are very observant will notice, and I'll bring that up again in a minute. Hold on. Alright, and then the leaves, same thing, bit of Tombow. You can use snail, doesn't really matter, and I think I'm actually in the process of putting these on into different direction anyway. Oh, that one there, that one there. Yeah, I quite like that. So mix them up however you want. You maybe don't want them, you know, like, well, you might, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you like. You could put the green by the green, the grey by the grey, the buffalo check by the buffalo check. I just think it oh, didn't decide which way I wanted them to go though, did I? That way? Yeah, that way. There we go. Alright, now, for those observant amongst you, what's the difference? The difference is in the stems. I've put that one going that way and that one going that way instead of the other way around. It's your choice, you lucky bunnies. You get to decide something for yourselves. And last, but by no means least, we come to the card that's disappeared. There it is. Michael's put something down on top of it. The Merry Christmas. And I have cheated in this. The greeting is from the Christmas Gleaming. I'll tell you about a class about that in a minute. The Splendid Snowflake Splendor or something is the DSP. It does have another side. Personally, that isn't my cup of tea, but this is, which is why I chose it. But if you like that side better, you just go for it. Again, another very simple card, very quick. If this is a set that you aspire to owning, you can make a lot of cards fairly darn quickly, especially if you don't mess them up like I appear to be trying to do. Good. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. And by the magic of TV, I've already lost. What? Oh, there it is. The sentiment, the Merry Christmas from Christmas Gleaming. I did the clear embossing thing. So stamp into Versamark, stamp into Night of Navy, and then sprinkle clear embossing powder over it and heat set it, and then trim it out so it's got a bit of a shimmer on it. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Maybe if I bring it up a bit closer. Yeah, there it is. You can see it. Okay, and I took this opportunity to cut out another snowflake for using the dies that comes with this set in a bundle, just a different one so that you saw what another one looks like. And I think this one I was I was lower down, but this one I think I'm going to go higher up. And these both go on with dimensionals, which of course I've misplaced. No, there they are. And I think I'll put that on first. Make sure that when you turn it over and flip it down, you got it the right way up. It helps tremendously. And then stick it down. Try not to get my head in the way. Sorry. And then some dimensionals on the snowflake. I will put a big one in the middle and then some smaller ones on each of those, just so it doesn't run away. Okay, and strip those off. This again, like one of the other ones, can't remember which one now. Oh, which one was I talking about? Oh, the Silent Night one. You could walk a lot of these off fairly quickly if that's your piece of cake sort of thing. Okay, and then yep, there we go. That's got that down beside it. And then last but not least, we have some blue rhinestoney adhesive things. I think so. Some are, as you can see, I hope you can see. No, maybe you can't. Up there, maybe. Yeah, some of them are. I won't go that way. It seems to me, and I might be very, very wrong, but these ones on the bottom look bluer than these ones. These look like a darker blue. I personally think that I used, indeed I did, the lighter ones. So just so that we see what the difference is, I'll use the darker ones. So I'll put them up just to add a bit more sparkle and pizzazz. And do I want it there? Where do I want it over there? No, I think we'll put it here, and one more there. There we go. So you can see basically it's the same card, just looks a little different. Okay.